大家好，欢迎来到圈里人，我是圈哥。圈里人是一群不安于现状、不将就的人。每周我们都会邀请一位嘉宾和我们分享他有趣的故事。
4 words to describe myself. Rocket, definitely the first one.
Okay, interesting choice.
Curiosity. Skiing.
Skiing.
And love.
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 Why? Why these 4 words? Why rocket?
Well, a rocket's like this big thing that's like filled with fuel. I think that's something, in some ways, a bit of a metaphor for my life, I guess. I grew up in a very small village.
Yeah.
Like such a small village where going to like a town with like 20 or 30,000 people was like visiting a big place.
Wow.
And then, you know, very quickly I decided to just take off, you know, and start exploring the world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a subtle metaphor, I'd say. But also, I would really like to get on a rocket and go live on Mars. Certainly, curiosity has been a big part of my life, and I'm also a very curious person.
Yeah.
And I like curious people. That when I give talks, like sometimes I go and I give talks for maybe an hour or something, I really only talk for 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And I remind the audience, I say, think about things that make you curious in this talk, and then we're gonna explore them together.
Yeah.
Skiing. Skiing is also something which has been part of my life since I was a child.
Yeah.
I learned to ski when I was 4 years old.
Wow.
So I could ski before I could ride a bike. I think skiing is easier.
Nope, definitely not.
So skiing has always been a big part of my life. But it's not just a part of my life, it's something that I really, really love. I mean, I like when I am up there in the mountains, even if I'm totally alone, and I'm skiing down these slopes and I can see all the valley, you know, and it just feels so good at the turn. And often there's nobody there. I mean, nobody.
Yeah.
Just me and the snow and maybe like some glacier, you know, and these views. And it's just, it feels so good. It looks so good.
Yeah.
It's like, you just feel free and amazing, and it's like it's just that moment, like this. So if I'm going down, then I'm only thinking about skiing.
Okay, that's good.
Because if you don't, you'll probably die. You know, if you slide off a cliff, if you hit something, you got to focus.
Okay,
you got to focus. It's also just like a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
But also, like sometimes even when you're focusing, you know, bad things happen. Going up, all kinds of things. So it could take me 5 hours. It could take me 5 hours to get to the top of a mountain. So during those 5 hours, you know, I'm working hard the whole time. Often I listen to music.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of thinking. Yeah, just like thinking about anything. You know, I find what's appeared to be really entertaining. You know, because I made it, but I don't want to feel that fun because I don't want to get into that situation again.
Yeah.
It was. I really said the word focus.
Yeah.
Probably 20,000 times because I said the word focus to myself.
Yeah. Like
for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
Focus.
What about love?
Love. So as I was mentioning earlier, I think I've had a lot of support in my life. My dad worked really hard. He was a surgeon. I always admired what he did for a living. He was saving people's lives.
Yeah.
Definitely, I mean, I admired him a lot, and I still do. My ambition, or my early curiosity about becoming a doctor had a lot to do with him.
Yeah.
I always knew that they loved me. There was never a doubt in my mind.
That's good.
And I think that's more important than time. Love is like a feeling. You know, love is also extraordinarily powerful.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, you know what? I spend like all day thinking about what other people are thinking and how they're thinking and why they're thinking it. And like I was just so curious about what the brain was.
Yeah.
So I was walking along the street,
yeah.
and I remember getting this idea and I wrote it down on my journal.
Mhm.
And I wrote down, you know, if I had you know done this, if I had done this tomorrow,
Mhm.
would I be happy today? And the idea behind that is, you know, when you make a decision to do something, instead of just deciding, will this make me feel good now? So I'm just constantly investing in the future. And a lot of that is just like little things, but like you make this decision, you say, if I were to do this now, maybe it would make me happy now, but tomorrow I wouldn't feel good about it.
Yeah.
And after a while, if you make enough decisions that essentially provide you happiness in the future. You know, I know this series is really about overcoming adversary, pushing through difficult times.
Yeah.
And often those difficult times come to you.
Yeah.
Right? They're forced upon you.
Yeah.
Nobody puts himself in terrible situations.
Yes.
No, you know, often this stuff comes from, you know, the external world.
Mhm.
But in my case, like again, maybe this is just favorable memory.
Yeah.
You know, like I look back on my life and I say, wow, it's been so great. But for as long as I can remember, everybody has always told me, you know, you have great potential.
Mm.
You know, you can do wonderful things.
Yeah.
You know, you're smart. You know, you're you know, just like always so encouraging. In fact, people used to talk about my potential so much that it pissed me off. And that's a big part of the reason why I didn't go to med school, is because I was tired of having potential. I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to say, okay, if I have all this potential, then I should do something. I shouldn't just take another 4 years of school. I should do something.
Yeah.
And that's actually part of the reason why I decided to do a PhD.
Yeah.
So I could actually contribute to the world and see if I did have any potential.
Mhm.
Well, my life basically consists of work and sleep.
Get up from bed, office, after office, bed.
Yeah, I came to China September 8th. I flew straight into Beijing. We were doing this tour of some companies with like the group of startups.
Yeah.
And so I was sharing a room with my co-founder in a hotel. Then we came to Shanghai, and he had this hostel. But in terms of my life here in China, I mean, it's like, I just work and I eat and I meditate. I haven't really been exercising much either, very minimally. But meditation is so effective, right, for your health and for your productivity, minute by minute. I don't think there's anything more effective. The infrastructure is extraordinary. Yeah. The public transportation is rarely crowded, always on time. Yeah. And it's, you know, it's a very different type of feel, and it's super clean. You know, Shanghai is actually pretty clean, but it's only clean on the surface. You know, whereas like Zurich is clean all the way to the bottom. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you can jump into the river in the city and drink the water. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine drinking like water at the river in Shanghai?
You don't want to do that.
No, you'd die. You'd probably die.
Yeah.
Right?
So what do you do outside of work and study?
There's quite a bit I like to do actually.
Besides skiing.
So skiing is a big part of it. Swimming is another big thing. So,
swimming.
Yeah, I like to surf. Not super good at surfing, but I mean I can get up and ride the face of a wave. Yeah. I really enjoy that. I play a lot of music, the guitar, and piano. Yeah. When I was younger, I also played the clarinet, the trombone.
Wow.
Instruments.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, and what else do I do? Play some team sports. I really like team sports. I like going out with my friends and drinking. Yeah. You know, like
drinking with buddies.
Yeah, drinking with buddies, drinking with friends. I like visiting art galleries. Yeah. The product which is a mobile app that we've just recently released, the early version, and it's available in English and in Mandarin. Yeah. This app is intended to provide people a inexpensive, right now it's free, very inexpensive means to maximize who they are. Yeah. Everybody has potential. I was always told as a child, you have so much potential, But I see potential in everybody that I meet, and I learn from everybody that I talk to.
Yeah.
This is a fundamental property of being an individual, is having potential and having something to contribute.
Yeah.
We all have that. And this app really helps bring that out from people by allowing them to be more of themselves. This ability to suppress the emotional or the visceral or the innate reaction to something allows you to pause, to think about it, and to react in a way which is how you would want to react.
Yeah.
To react in a way that if you were to react that way tomorrow, you would feel good about it today. So the great thing about a mobile app is it's something you can just have on your phone. You can do it whenever you want.
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk to anybody about it.
Yeah.
And we know that it's effective.
Yeah.
We know that it works. We're probably going to start research trials here in China with Fudan.
Yeah.
Maybe also with Peking University.
Nice.
And really hopefully demonstrate that the practice is also effective in the local Chinese population.
Could you please say something in Chinese, in Mandarin, to our audiences?
Sure. 我喜欢冥想. Does that make sense?
All right, let's do this. 感谢大家收看这期的圈里人。如果你对我们的嘉宾感兴趣，请参与我们的互动话题进行互动。